We have our next session on holistic health for peak performance by Dr. Sanjay Upreti. I request Dr. Ritu Agrawal to extend floral welcome to our respected speaker for this session, Dr. Sanjay Upreti. Sir, please come on stage. I extend a heartily welcome to Dr. Sanjay Upreti, who is also a proud alumnus of 1990 batch. He is working as financial advisor, BSF. He received National Railway Award in 2008. He is a gold medalist in MSc Geology, Lucknow University, silver medalist in PG Diploma in Public Administration. Capacity building and inner transformation are core areas of his interest. He has delivered lectures on professional issues, soft skills like communication and presentation skills, group working, ethics, impact of meditation on holistic health and performance at various forums and organizations. Heartfulness practitioner for about more than 2 decades now, and a heartfulness trainer as well. He will deliver us a session on holistic health for peak performance, which becomes essential when it is about performing the best for a student, for us under pressure. So I request Sir to kindly address the House. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A very good afternoon to all of you. So first of all, heartiest congratulations to all of you for joining this prestigious organization. And also my heartfelt thanks to the DTU authorities for giving me this opportunity to share some thoughts on the topic that has been given to me. Now what I will share with you is something what I have learned and what I've experienced and what I have practiced in the last 20-25 years of my life. And now I would like to share those things with you people. Now when we talk about holistic health, what do we mean by holistic health? जब हम हेल्थ की बात करते हैं तो अक्सर हम फिजिकल बॉडी की बात करते हैं, मसल्स की, एनर्जी की बात करते हैं. But the fact is that other than the physical body, we have other aspects of our existence also. आप सबको जैसे पता ही होगा that when we want to measure the health of our physical body, we use parameters like height, weight, BMI, etc. But over the period of time, some new parameters have been developed. For example, IQ is used to measure your mental health. EQ is used to measure your emotional health. And these days, we use a concept called SQ or spiritual health also, or the spiritual quotient. And when we combine all these together, then what forms is called holistic health. Now, out of these 4 things, can any one of you tell which do you think is the most important? जोर से बोलेंगे तो मुझे सुनाई देगा. Which do you think is most important? Anyone? Okay, if no answers, then I will give the answer in the next slides. So that was about holistic health, that if you want to remain healthy in the complete sense of the word, then you need to take care of your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual aspect. How can we do that? We'll share in the subsequent slides. The second part of my topic is peak performance. Now, you all are going to be student of this technological university, so I thought I'll share a formula with you. And the formula for achieving that peak performance is, whatever is your potential, that potential we are not able to achieve because there is certain interference which prevents it from achieving the peak. if we are able to remove those interferences, then my performance, whichever is the potential, will be my peak performance. And what is those interference? Those interference, as you can see on the screen, are all related to our mental and emotional health. These things which confuse our mental and emotional states, they create interference in our mind and they reduce my performance potential, so I'm not able to achieve that peak. So the question that I asked in the first slide, that what is more important out of the four healths, gets answered here, that mental and emotional health are more important, because if we are able to take control of them, then our performance becomes peak performance and the interferences go away. And after all, that is what our goal is, that how to achieve our peak performance, whether it is while sitting in an examination, doing a project, or anything, isn't it? So emotional and mental health, they become most important. all the all the deans and faculty have welcomed you to this prestigious college, and I welcome to you VUCA. Have any one of you heard about this term earlier, VUCA? जिन्होंने नहीं सुना अपना हाथ खड़ा करें. अच्छा, जिन्होंने इस वर्ड को सुना है वो अपना हाथ खड़ा करें. So no one of you have heard, none of you have heard the word VUCA earlier, right? So VUCA is the terminology which was started by the US Armed Forces to describe the world situation as it existed after the Cold War. You know, there were world wars. Then after the world wars, between the USSR bloc and the USA bloc, there was animosity, but it was a cold war. It was not a hot war. लड़ाई नहीं होती थी, but एक प्रकार का uncertainty थी. Now to explain that uncertainty, the Army War College of USA, it created this term called VUCA. And VUCA stands for, is an acronym for four things. And these four things are volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. Now this state, this condition, this environment does not remain limited to the world stage. It's not that only when the Ukraine war happens, or when China invades the South China Sea, or when situation deteriorates in Sri Lanka or in Pakistan, or when Brexit happens and by sequence so many prime ministers in UK changes. Of course it happens there, but it happens in our day-to-day life also. And that is why understanding this concept becomes so important for us. How are we affected by this environment? Now, isn't this the way that most of us would like to wake up in the morning? Who would like to wake up like this in the morning? Please raise your hand. Everyone. So we like to wake up in this condition in the morning, but when we get ready for our college or office, we are all prim and proper. But then suddenly something happens. Our clothes become dirty, the tea might spill, the breakfast is not ready, the clothes are not ironed, or something will happen which changes the environment. And that environment becomes a VUCA environment. You don't know how the person will react. Something happens, a person shouts at you or you shout at something. The environment changes. Someone praises you, someone talks to you happily. The environment once again changes. So as we go throughout the day, when we interact with people, we go through a large number of emotions. And in those emotions, we do not know how the other person will react, how I should react. So our life becomes uncertain, our responses become complex, it becomes ambiguous, it becomes uncertain. And that is why it is very important to understand this situation and how to deal with it. Do you know the name of this person? Anyone? You can raise your hand and tell me. If you don't know, you raise your hand. Yeah. You don't know. Yes. So the name of this person is Yash Agarwal. Yash Agarwal was working with Twitter, and when Elon Musk took over Twitter, you know he fired around 50% of the people, and Yash Agarwal was one of those people. So in one phone call, his life became uncertain, complex, ambiguous, and volatile. He didn't know what to do. But look at his reaction. His reaction was, just got laid off from Twitter, Bird app. It was an absolute honor, the greatest privilege ever to be part of this team, this culture. He could have been abusive. He could have ranted against Elon Musk. He could have said so many things. But he chose to be positive. He responded positively. Why? Because perhaps he possesses holistic health. Perhaps because he is in control of his emotions and his mental situation. Now tomorrow, wherever Yash Agarwal will go, any company will pick him up for any job. Because they know that this is the person who, even after getting fired from Twitter, remains a positive attitude, maintains a positive attitude, maintains emotional and mental balance. And that is what the importance of holistic health or mental or emotional health is. Do you know the name of this person? Anyone? Okay, since the crowd is so large, it might be difficult. So this person is called Viktor Frankl. He's a Nazi survivor. And Viktor Frankl gave a very wonderful quote. And the quote said that between stimulus and response, there is a space, and in that space is our power to choose. Now, gentlemen and ladies, this is one of the first things that I would like to share with you, that whenever something happens, don't react. Reaction is like something happens and immediately you do like this. But response it, a stimulus happens, you think over it, and then you respond with a punch. So the power that you get from the space, you utilize your energies to respond to that situation. And here, I like, during my talk, maybe around 10 minutes more or so, I will share with you certain lifelines which you can use whenever you go through situation. The first lifeline that I would like to share with you is, use pause to attain poise. Respond, not react. Whatever the stimulus is, take note of that stimulus and then respond, not react, and you will be a winner all the time. Now, what happens when continuously you are into a VUCA environment? I am not supposed to speak these things in front of Dr. Gaurav because he is an expert in these things. But when the body is continuously under a VUCA environment, continuously under stress, as was spoken by my previous speaker, then what happens is that these three primary endocrine glands, which control many of our functions, these functions, they go on to become malfunction, and we suffer from a lot of disease, which are mentioned here on the slide. These are a common name for these diseases also, psychosomatic disorders. The disorders, the seed of which lies in the mind, but which get reflected in the various other parts of our body. So if you start reacting or getting under pressure of the VUCA, we suffer from various diseases. If we are able to overcome them, then this problem doesn't arise. Now, an activity for all of us. Since I can't get responses from all of you, first of all, raise hand, all of you who want to have fruit A. Fruit A किसको चाहिए? अपना हाथ खड़ा करेगा. Okay. And fruit B, how many people want? So majority of you, if I can say around 99% of you, want fruit B, right? Now if I had shown you this, after cutting the fruit, how many of you would take this? what governed our choice? A choice was given to us, but we made choice depending upon certain things which came to our mind. We don't have too much time to delve into it, but just let me show. And one of the things that you will see on the screen will definitely resonate with you. Those who chose apple or fruit B, perhaps they like apple. Perhaps they dislike the fruit A. Perhaps they did not know fruit A is. They did not know what it is, the fear of unknown held them back, and they wanted to be in the comfort zone. And those who chose fruit A, they want to come out of the comfort zone, they are curious to experience new things, they want to take risk, they weighed the pros and cons and decided it. Now, to progress ahead in your life, what type of attitude would be good, A or B? Can you speak louder now, A or B? Okay, who said A? You can raise your hand, A. So A is better or B is better? If B is better, then raise your hand. B अच्छा है कि A अच्छा है? B. If we remain in our comfort zone, we don't grow ahead. We don't experience new things. So here I give you my second lifeline, that use the past as a stepping stone, not a millstone. Millstone क्या होता है ना, जिसको घुमा करके वो ग्रेन्स पीसे जाते हैं, गेहूं वगैरह पीसा जाता है, उसको बोलते हैं millstone. So don't let the past be a millstone. Don't let it chain you to the old things. Move ahead with confidence, with curiosity, weighing the pros and cons, and the world will be yours. I think I'll skip this thing. In continuation of the same thing, I'll give you the third lifeline. And the third lifeline is that if you want to do something new in your life, if you want new outcomes, then change your thoughts. If we keep on thinking in the same manner, then we will speak the same language and we will do the same things. Today the group is very large. Hopefully, once you settle down into your departments, we'll have separate sessions in which we will share with you some tools by which we can understand our thoughts, change our thoughts, and change the outcomes of our life. Now, which body part will become stronger with this particular exercise? Louder? Yes. And with this? Second exercise से क्या होगा? 8-pack बनेंगे. Isn't it? And I give you my fourth lifeline. And the fourth lifeline is that which you work upon becomes stronger. So if you feed your positive thoughts, the positive thoughts keep on becoming stronger. If you feed your negative thoughts, the negative thoughts keep on becoming stronger. So you have the power to choose which part you want to make stronger. Do you want to become mentally and emotionally strong? Work on that. Do you want to become mentally and stronger weak? Then you will neglect it. So if you want your emotional and mental health to improve, work on that, because this is what we learn from this particular activity. Now let me take you through example. What you see on the screen is the condition of the mind where thoughts are continuously coming and churning the mind, isn't it? अभी भी thoughts आ रहा है कि भाई ये बंद करे तो मैं जरा अपना hostel देख करके आऊँ, मुझे कौन सा room मिला है, isn't it? मैं अपने दोस्तों से मिलूँ, मैं phone कर लूँ. So a lot of thoughts are coming in the mind. But there is an activity by which we can calm our mind, which we can make our mind relaxed. As Dr. Gaurav said, relax is the condition of good health. So would you like to have stage 2 or stage 1? Who wants stage 2? Picture 2? Yeah. So stage 2 comes when you allow your thoughts to rest, when you allow yourself to calm down. There is another activity which we will discuss when you join your courses. by which from stage 2 you can move to stage 3. Now, would you prefer stage 2 or 3? How many want 3? My condition of mind to be 3. Okay, and how many of you would like to remain in condition 2? You are happy in stage 2. I'll give you one more option. How many of you want to be in stage 4? Okay. So I'll give you my 5th lifeline. Keep it calm and clear. Gentlemen, there is no difference, and ladies too, there is no difference between 2 and 4, because a cage is a cage, whether it is made of iron or whether it is made of gold. जंजीर जंजीर ही होती है, चाहे वो किसी चीज की बनी हो. तो 2 is you are in chains, 4 you are in chains, it is 3 when you are calm, peaceful, composed, and that is where the entire creativity lies. And later on, when we do some simple exercises, we'll teach you how to move from 1 to 2 to 3. A lot of things have been told to you, but this is the most important thing. Whether you are in class or you are outside the class, remember this. Information can be gathered. Today, the phone, Google has all the information. Knowledge can be acquired from the books. Wisdom cannot be taught. Wisdom has to be caught. From your teachers, from your friends, from your parents, from everything that you interact, you need to be aware of from where the wisdom is coming. What is it that helped me? And to help you that, I'll suggest just 3 books. You may not be able to write down the names. You can take a picture with your cell phones. The center book, As a Man Thinketh, it is a very small book. It is available in PDF format in the Google also, in the internet. Just 18 to 20 pages. It will open up new vistas of how the mind works. The first book, Designing Destiny, will help you to understand your mental and emotional health, how you can take control of that. And the last book, as the name itself suggests, is the Wisdom Bridge, which will help you how to catch wisdom from all your interactions. How to pass on that wisdom from one person to another, how to receive that wisdom from one person to another. So just to conclude, these are some of the lifelines which, whenever you are down, when you are anxious, when you are under stress, when you don't know what to do, just remember 1 or 2 of these things, and it will help you to uplift your mood, will help you to uplift your mental and emotional condition. So with that, I'll conclude my talk. Thank you very much. I think it started well in time. We started at around 3:20, 3:40 or so. We have ended at 4. That was the time given to us. But since you have to go somewhere, otherwise we would have liked to take you through a very small experiential session of how that glass tumbler that I showed you, how we can move from stage 1 to 2 to 3. Do any one of you want to experience that? If you can raise your hand. Okay, wonderful. So I'll request all of you who are standing also to just sit down for 5 more minutes. Can I take 5 minutes?
So it's all yours.
Thank you. So can I request everyone to please take your chairs, sit down, and experience what calmness of mind is, what relaxed mind is, how you can move from stage 1 to stage 2 to 3. I'll do that. Are you ready? Okay, so please take your seats, everyone. You've been so nice, a very participative audience. Now, to experience that condition, I'll make some statements. Take your awareness to your different parts of your body. You bring your attention to that part of your body and feel that body part. Okay? You have to feel that body part. For example, if I say, bring your attention to your nose, then feel your nose being present there, right? So now all of you, I request whoever is sitting, please close your eyes. Gently close your eyes. Those who are standing, may I request you to please take your seat, or you can talk outside also. Some people in front of me, please take your seat. Okay, now gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath and let it go. Now bring your attention to the toes of your feet. Wriggle the toes of your feet. अपने पैरों की उंगलियों को हल्के से घुमाएं और रिलैक्स छोड़ दें. इमेजिन करें कि इस धरती से एक दिव्य प्रेम भरी ऊर्जा आपके तलवों से आपके पैरों के ऊपर उठ रही है. It is reaching your ankles, heels, calf, knees, thighs, and now reaching up to your waist. If you want, you can move your legs and put them in a comfortable position. Now bring your attention to the back. From lower back, the energy is rising up, covering your entire back, reaching up to your shoulders. अपने कंधों को बिल्कुल ढीला छोड़ दें, मानो पिघल गए हों, मानो सारा बोझ उनसे उतर गया हो. यह ऊर्जा आपके कंधों से होती हुई आपके हाथों में जा रही है. कोहनी, forearms, wrist, palm और उन हाथों की उंगलियों तक पहुंच गई है. आप चाहें तो अपने हाथों को हिलाकर बिल्कुल ढीला छोड़ दें, बिल्कुल रिलैक्स छोड़ दें. अब अपना ध्यान अपने पेट की तरफ लेकर आएं और महसूस करें कि यह ऊर्जा आपके स्टमक के सारे ऑर्गन्स को छूती हुई आपके हार्ट, आपका चेस्ट और आपके नेक तक पहुंच रही है. अब गर्दन से नीचे का पूरा हिस्सा इस दिव्य ऊर्जा में डूब चुका है. अब धीरे धीरे ऊपर उठ रहा है. अपनी गर्दन को ढीला छोड़ दें. अगर लटकती है तो उसको झुक जाने दें. अपने जॉज को ढीला छोड़ दें. योर लिप्स, चीक्स, nose, ears, eyes, eyebrows, your forehead, and now your head. Now scan your entire body from the top of your head to the bottom of your legs. If you feel tension anywhere, just relax it. Loosen your entire body. Just scan yourself. Let it loose. धीरे धीरे अपनी आँखों को बंद रखें, अपना ध्यान अपने हृदय की तरफ लेकर के आएं और अपने हार्ट बीट को सुनने की कोशिश करें। Just remain relaxed in this condition for as long as you can. अब हल्के से अपनी आंखें खोल लें and just try to recollect what your inner condition is now. How many of you are feeling relaxed? You can raise your hand. Calm, relaxed, isn't it? It was just a 7-minute activity. जब 7 मिनट में इतना असर हो सकता है हमारी मेंटल और इमोशनल हेल्थ में, तो आप सोचिए कि अगर इसको हम रेगुलरली करें तो कितना अच्छा हमारे ऊपर असर पड़ेगा. Would you like to get this activity done? You can raise your hand. So Dr. Vijay Kumar is here. He is professor in the civil engineering department, and he is also head of the Center for Happiness here, and I'm sure he will organize a session for you where we can go into the depth of not only this activity, but there are 2 other tools in greater detail where we can go and experience the calmness and peace which exists there. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You have been extremely wonderful despite a long day. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. We must mention that despite the long day, long working hours, full day sitting here, the students after this session having big smile on their faces and they are more of relaxed. Thank you so much. Now I request Professor Rajeshwari Pandey ma'am to felicitate Dr. Sanjay Upreti ji with a shawl as a token of our gratitude.